Yo guys, Jazz423 in the house. Now today I'm on a touchy subject. Console wars. So Xbox One, PS4. Now quick note on what I have currently. I've got the Xbox 360 and the PS3, so I'm no fanboy. No fanboy! And I found that the Xbox 360 is better online to play with friends. You know, social side of it, it's all better. But the PlayStation 3 exclusives just blew my mind. Like The Last of Us, a little low on the action, but it was a good story. Uncharted was amazing. God of War, fantastic. My first game on it was Resistance. You know, that was brilliant. Motorstorm, all fantastic, but just the online features, like the party chat was horrible. You had to buy a Bluetooth headset that hardly never worked. It just didn't go very well. So I bought an Xbox like, I think it's 4 months later, and the online was much better, so I stuck to that mostly for Call of Duty, games like that, all games with your friends online. So now Xbox One or PS4. Well, if you haven't been watching, yesterday Xbox announced that with all its pre-orders, FIFA 14 comes free with it. Now, I know the Xbox costs £70 more, $100 more, but what does FIFA cost? FIFA costs £50, $70, so that makes the difference in price hardly noticeable, and you get a Kinect with the Xbox as well. So if we look at the pros of the Xbox One, so you get FIFA free, you get a Kinect camera with it, which is just, you know, inclusive, so there'll be better games with it. Now that it's with every console sold, so that'll step up in the future. You get 5 gigs of RAM for gameplay, and 3 gigs go to the dashboard, software, things like that. Whereas on Sony, they've gone for 3.5 out of their 8 gig RAM for dashboards. So that means the games only get 4.5 gig of RAM. So the Xbox has the slight edge on them there. The Xbox also is a media center rather than just a games console. So if you get the console, you know, you're gonna be able to watch your Sky on it, you know, Netflix, Love Film, all these Blinkbox, all these major things. I've got Sky on Demand on it, that's fantastic. You can watch TV, Sky Sports. So it's just an all-round great thing to have. Even if you're not that big of a gamer, it'll be good to have in your living room. Put it all together in one. So that's another good thing. I'll get onto the PlayStation in a minute. The all-in-one media center comes with smart glass. Now that's available on all tablets, you know, your iPhone, your Android, your iPads, your Galaxy Notepads, things like that. So that's all linked together, and loads of games are using that. Loads of games. Now there are negatives on it. There's the Kinect always has to be on, so it'll always be, you know, watching you play your games while you touch things. You know what I'm talking about. Boobs. Haha. But Xbox they used to have the no used games policy, you know, the sign in every 24 hours policy, you know, everything they did bad when they announced the console. But now they've done a massive U-turn, they've changed everything around. You know, you can buy used games now, you don't have to check in every 24 hours, you can play games offline now. And that makes me wonder, what will they be doing in, you know, in the next few months? Will they U-turn on anything else majorly? You know, change their mind about the DRMs all again? Or will they, you know, stick to this now? Is this what we're getting? A good console thanks to Sony pushing them? Yeah. Now, the positives of the PlayStation 4. Well, the PlayStation, it costs less, obviously, as you know. The PlayStation Vita links with it, the games on the Vita look fantastic. It's like 1080i on a tiny little screen. If you check that out on Gamescom, it looks fantastic. They played Assassin's Creed 4 on it, and it just looks like the best thing ever. And at the beginning, you know, it was everyone's favourite. You know, they came out like, boom. No restrictions on used games, no online check-in. They were just digging at Microsoft. Like, take this, Microsoft. You may have won last time, but this time it is ours. But after a while, you know, Xbox changed. They brought everything back, which is always good. Always good. But the negatives are with Xbox has Smart Glass, which connects to all tablets and phones, but the PlayStation only connects to the Vita. It doesn't have any support on iOS, Android, any types of phone, which is a bit bad. And there's no cloud. Xbox, you get the cloud straight away, I forgot to mention that. And there's no cloud on the PlayStation until 2014. And you don't get a free iToy, iMotion, whatever it's called. Now, the consoles basically look exactly the same. They'll do the same things pretty much, just they look and market differently. Now, the only thing separating them for me is the games. Xbox has a ton of exclusives. I challenge you right now to name as many PlayStation 4 exclusives as you can. What have you got? One, maybe two? Like The Order and Drive Club, maybe Infamous, Killzone. Now name as many Xbox One exclusives as you can. There's a huge list. Halo 5, Titanfall, Dead Rising, Forza, Rise, Quantum Break, Sunset Overdrive, Project Spark. The Black Tusk have got a project on there. It looks fan-dabidozer. So on the game side of it, they've just smashed PlayStation in the face. Sony really needed an Uncharted, a God of War, something like that to come out. They can go anywhere with God of War after the prequel. So they just need anything major to make it compete with the games. I mean, Halo 5 is that's the standard. That's the staple Xbox are bringing back. The staple. Sony should have done something of the same. Dead Rising 3. Xbox have smartly released Dead Rising 2 for free with gold memberships, and it's just a brilliant move by Xbox having all these exclusives. So unless Sony release a load more, the Xbox One is my buy. I've already pre-ordered my Xbox. Didn't even consider pre-ordering the PlayStation 4. So there you go. Xbox wins it, in my view. What do you think? Leave a comment. Console Wars, go ahead. See who wins. I've been Jazz423. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the morrow.